Hey guys, and welcome to episode 33 of How I Made My First $1 Million. Today we are looking at the numbers from June 1st, 2023. So let's take a look. All right, assets coming in at 63,000. That's down 9, almost 10,000 from last month. That's a lot. Liabilities 70,000 unchanged. Net worth negative $7,000. Okay, negative 7. And as we can see here on the chart, we're frozen. Okay, as we're about to see on the chart, this is a new record low. Negative 7,000. It hasn't quite been this low the whole journey. So down here, negative 7. The closest we've gotten, negative 5.3 and negative 6.3. But now we're at negative 7. So, I don't know what to make of this other than it's a record low. So, okay, all right, no worries. Okay, so what happened with the income statement? This is definitely not accurate. Okay, so here's what happened. Actually, let's go back to the balance sheet. Why did assets go down so much? You might think it's because I sold Bitcoin like usual, but I did not. I sold gold. I actually sold gold, about 3 ounces worth, roughly $6,000. Yeah, however, that cash didn't hit my bank account until the day after the month ended. So technically, I'm not counting that on the income statement or the statement of cash flows. So here on the income statement, this value should be about $6,000 higher. Yeah. So anyways, just keep that in mind. I didn't want to make an exception in the accounting for a transaction that happened outside of the month, because then it's just a slippery slope situation. It's like, okay, do I move it if it's 1 day after the month, 2 days after the month? So I decided just draw a hard boundary at the end of the month, and as we take a long-term perspective, all these things will even out. Okay, so that should be higher, but here's a very interesting thing. Look at this, wages and salary, $776. So that's the first time I've had anything in that category for a lot of months. That is the check that I got for working at Rite of Passage, which was lovely. A great experience, and I'm super appreciative to have some money. You know, it's not enough to retire on, but that's okay. I wouldn't expect it to be. Anywho, okay, expenses, really nothing meaningful changed, except I didn't get a $2,000 refund. So if it weren't for that, expenses would be roughly the same month to month for the last several months. Yeah, and of course, if we had a positive $6,000 in revenue, that would move the net income from -3 to +3, which would be close enough to last month. Okay, that's the income statement. Cash flows, same thing applies. In this investing row, there should be a positive 6,000 there from the sale of investments. So we'll see that next month. Anyways, yeah, so an extra 700 from employment, spent more on purchases because there isn't a positive $2,000 offset. Yeah, otherwise nothing exciting here. And again, just like the income statement, if we had that positive $6,000 cash flow here in the investing, that would change the net cash position from a -3 to a +3. So that's it. Okay, those are the financial statements. Let's look at the updates. Okay, the good stuff. So right off the bat, I volunteered at the Bitcoin 2023 conference in Miami. That was good. I'm super happy to put my energy into something that I believe in, period. So that's why I'm happy to work for Rite of Passage, participate in Rite of Passage, volunteer at Bitcoin. That's also why I run a full node and why I, more importantly, run 2 unprofitable Bitcoin mining machines, which are currently not plugged in, but that's why I've done it in the past. It's like, yeah, I spend more on electricity than I get in Bitcoin, but I'm happy to sink energy into that system because it's a system I believe in. So anyways, the conference was good. I met some people, but funny enough, like the people that I volunteered with weren't really Bitcoiners. They were just people who lived in Miami that volunteered for a conference that was in town, and they aren't really Bitcoiners. So that was kind of surprising. I didn't realize that was going to happen. So I didn't really come out of that with like great relationships or any particular great insight or anything. So that's a little strange, but I was totally prepared for it. So great. All right, number 2. I finished cohort 10 of Rite of Passage. That was great. I posted 1 article out of 5, which isn't great. But I think I mentioned last month why there were so many obstacles. It's just writing wasn't a high enough priority. And I also don't want to publish just for sake of publishing. I actually want the things that I publish to be of a certain quality. And I just wasn't able to hit that bar with other things going on. So that's life. Just a reminder that I still abandoned PTYA. I didn't post any videos. Out of a maximum of 6, I posted 0. But hold that thought because later on, I'm going to talk about the PTYA meetup in Austin. So anyways, I didn't post any videos, but that's okay. I mean, again, wasn't a priority. Number 4, I still paused building your own CBC. So the reason it continues to be on here is because I continue to think about it, and I continue to think that building my own CBC is an important thing in my life. Again, it's just not as high of a priority. So yeah, hold that thought. Number 5, I paused streaming Minecraft since May 4th. So it's now been over a month. It's been like 35 or 36 days since I've streamed Minecraft on Twitch. But I do intend to go back to it. Number 6, I've been practicing Life Force. So from the documentary Stutz. Last month I mentioned this documentary and the concept of Life Force. I really, really, really like it. I think about it every day and I try to practice it every day. It's got 3 pieces: your relationship with your body, your relationship with others, and your relationship with yourself. So every day I think, okay, what's my relationship with my body? How can I work on that? You know, what I eat, how I exercise, and how I sleep. And like that's a priority. And number 2 is what am I going to do with other people today? Am I going to hop on a Zoom call or go play softball in person, or what am I going to do? And then 3, relationship with myself. I either read or write or turn either of those into a thinking session, which maybe isn't the best, but that's what I do. Or I have some kind of like deep philosophical conversation with somebody. So I really like that. I've been trying to do that every single day. And if I can't hit all 3 of those things, I try to get 2 of them. So yeah, along those lines, softball practice and running a mile. I haven't been doing those as much as I would have liked, but those are pieces of the relationship with body that are part of the Life Force. So I do those a little bit. I just have them on there. Yeah, I could have put other things on here. Like I started lifting weights for the first time since I've been in the new house, February. So yeah, anyways, a lot of possible options to work with the body. Number 9, I read The Law of Will by Mickey Singer. So that's from his book, 3 Essays on Universal Law. There's the law of karma, the law of will, the law of love. So I read the first 2. I didn't feel like discussing karma, so I'll just discuss the law of will. He has a really interesting framework of the willpower of your higher self versus that of your lower self. He basically says that your lower self is made up of your thoughts, your feelings, and your body. Yes, your thoughts, your feelings, and your body. And basically anything you do that's a result of those things is willpower of the lower self, which is not as good as willpower of the higher self, which is really hard for me to explain. It's basically like a willpower, an idea, something that you want to do that comes from beyond yourself. It comes from the collective consciousness or God or the universe, and it's done in service. It's not done in getting. Like if you're doing something to make money or to get followers or to feel achievement or to basically anything that has to do with you, it's coming from your lower self. And if you're doing something in service to the universe, with no expectation of getting anything back at all, not like networking connections, money, fame, a shout out, nothing. If it's legitimately done in service, it's willpower of the higher self. So really profound. I'm still mulling it over. I'm still processing it. I'm not convinced I fully understand it. But it's one of those frameworks that I've been thinking about all the time since I read it. So yeah, tricky, but very appealing. I mean, I aspire to live that way. It's just like the Bitcoin conference. Like I went there just to serve, and I wasn't trying to get anything out of it. And people asked me ahead of time, like, why are you going? Are you trying to meet people? Are you trying to, learn something in particular? No, I mean, and what I said was just, I just want to give to a cause I believe in. That's it. So I would like to live my entire life that way all day, every day, which sounds insanely hard, like insanely hard. But that would be cool. That would be cool. So anyways, all right, number 10, the PTYA meetup in Austin. So last weekend, Ann and I went to Austin for the PTYA meetup. So we met other part-time YouTubers, and also tons of Rite of Passage people were there. And it was amazing. That was the first time I met internet friends in person. So that's a game changer. Yeah, it was really awesome. It was really awesome. So I'd love to go back to Austin, first of all, but I would also love to have other meetups with internet friends. So yeah, I just felt a lot of love, I guess. Felt love and tried to give love as best I could. So yeah, that was great. That was really great. Finally, tomorrow, Ann and I are driving to upstate New York for the summer, for 2 months. So yeah, 16 hours in the car, probably split it in half. Anyways, so that's exciting, but it also means that like any semblance of a routine that I had here is out the window. But this is the life we signed up for. No sense in lamenting it or complaining or anything like that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be great to see everyone. All my entire family besides Ann is up in New York, so I'm excited to see everyone. Yeah, play some disc golf, play some regular golf, and of course softball. So softball practice, number 7, is over, and now softball games are going to be starting. Wednesday night softball. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I think that is it. Yeah, am I missing anything? I don't know. I'm reading some stuff, but I'll share that with you when I'm done with things. Yeah, things are good. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next month.